like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this.
Let me see what the problem is. Hey,
hello.
What's up, John?
What it do? What it do? What it do?
What it do? What it do? We here live.
Yeah.
Look like it's just me and you. Ain't nobody else clicked on yet. Nobody did anything. Just me and you.
Yeah. Maybe they partying, still partying too hard from Todd Rhodes' campaign yesterday. Maybe.
Oh yeah, we had fun out there yesterday. Yeah. We had fun out there yesterday.
I think he's gonna do good for the community. 10 kids. The brother got 10 kids. He got to, you know. That is, he got to.
Got to.
Yeah.
You're right.
Got to. So.
You're right. He got to.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're glad that you came all the way from Midway, Georgia, and graced us with your presence and rooted the young man on.
Yeah. Had to pick up some art supplies.
Mm-hmm.
So decided to stop by.
We got Mr. Brown about to come on in a second.
Uh-oh.
And
he was in Bible study yesterday, right?
Yeah, he was. He's a minister now. You know, he's a big time pastor.
Uh-oh.
You know, the church of Charlie Brown. The Church of Charlie Brown. And you know who the finance minister and the finance director is, right? The finance director is me. I am the finance director. Hey, Ms. Brown.
Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm the finance director of I'm the deacon of finance at the Church of Charlie Brown.
I'm trying to open the full screen.
You know, I was talking to my mom today. You know, she's from Charleston, and I was telling her, I was trying to give her some history about the weeping time, and you know, I didn't know the real impact, because you know, hey, didn't see it from my house, didn't hear. But then I spoke with my uncle once, and my uncle, he told me, he said, "You ever
trying to open the full screen? I don't know why it's not doing it."
So you know how someone ever told you, hey, you got a twin out there, somebody looks like you, or there's someone out there.
Who told you got a twin?
Hey, there's plenty of twins out there. What's up, Mr. Brown?
Hey, good evening. It can't be too ugly, people. My God, what do you want to do? Put upon this on this society?
Nah. But you said 439 slaves. Was it 439 slaves?
I think it was 436, wasn't it, Mr. Brown?
436.
They say it's 439, but I think
it could be 39 or 36. It was over 400, and that's what the significant.
Right.
And my concern is, how can people stand around and let something like that be, built over, passed over? They should be ashamed of themselves.
Yes.
And I don't have to call their names.
Like
that's but I can spell V-A-N. I think that's spelled van.
That's national history there. I mean, that's national history. Because up and down 17, who you thought bought them slaves?
You're right.
Up and down 17. That was the highway right there back there.
Mm-hmm. I used to hang out on 17 a lot. I don't want to get into that aspect of it.
Probably crossed that bridge, huh? Probably crossed that bridge.
That's the way you used to go to Florida. You know, because there wasn't no I-95 then.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So,
Julius, where's the rest of the guys at?
I don't know. It's 5 people missing. I don't know. Bernard.
Because I normally say something and I didn't say it yet. So I'm going to have to stop you guys and let me go ahead and say it. Hello, boys. And ladies, wherever you located. I'm happy to be here tonight in the viewing audience. Please share, let people know that good-looking Charlie Brown is here, and not so good-looking Julius Hall, and not so good-looking is Sean Brown. And I just want to say hello, boys, again.
Well, we appreciate that introduction again and that
and the
welcome,
subject
that
about
greeting.
Clarence, it's about Clarence Thomas, correct?
That's going to be the first subject as soon as we get all the libby jibby out. That's
okay.
Clarence Thomas's general discussion. You know, we're just trying to make sure. We was talking about coming out to the park yesterday, but Mr. Uncle Sean said that you had to preach yesterday, so we filled in for you right now.
To be perfectly honest with you, Sean, I do go to Bible study on Monday night, and the closer you get to mortality, the more concern you get. And that's but I don't go around telling young people to do a lot because my time is limited now. It is. I'm not young as you.
Right.
Because I'm almost 75 years old. I know I look good, but I'm close to 75 years old. I've been married for 50 years. But it's never too late to ask the good master to forgive some of the stuff I've done. And man, I've done a lot. But again,
all that aside, we just got to be thankful that Ms. Brown was able to put up with you for 50 years.
50 years.
50 years. That's how old Uncle Sean is.
Exactly. I was about to say, when was you married? Because my parents, they had 50 years. Well, right, they have 50 years yet.
We got married in 1972.
So yeah, y'all older than me. Y'all married.
This will be 51 years.
And when she saw, I'll never forget when she laid eyes on me. She just couldn't help. Matter of fact, someone had to give her a smelling salve. She didn't realize.
Because she said, "Who is that giant?"
Yeah, good looking man. Julia saw a picture of me. I was looking good. I had on a kind of semi-cheap watch, man. I was ready to go.
You know that movie, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker? No, Car Wash, all the movies. He could have played in all those movies. Well, while we waiting on anybody else that might join us tonight, I know Tiffany probably in a meeting. She's our new county. What do you call it in Athens? County commissioner or council?
No, I think now I don't know if is she elected by the city or the county. I don't know if they have a county. It's Clark County.
Yeah,
I do know. I'm aware of Clark County.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. I think it's commissioner. Commissioner. I think it's a council person though. She's a new council person in Athens.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where Robert at. He had a spa day he was doing.
Spa day.
Yeah. Bernard is probably asleep because they work him to death. And Jamar is probably on the farm. And Sandra, I'm sure.
I didn't know he a farmer. Is he a farmer?
Yeah, he's a farmer now.
I did not know that.
I just wish he'd get some grapes or something. And Sandra,
we get grapes out of us.
Sandra is, I'm sure she'll probably be here after a while because.
Yeah, she's sending people to the moon right now. They trying to send people to the moon. So.
Yeah. So we're gonna get on with the show.
Okay.
And we this will be broadcast back on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook. It's on YouTube only now. And for 10 more days, we're on punishment for something that we didn't do, and something that we would never do.
That's why you can't get it on stream.
So we got 10 more days. We come back on Facebook on the 22nd. But like I said, we're looking into ways to broadcast everywhere else. We got some of our African friends and buddies that'll probably be joining us after a while. Charlie Sampson said, "Good evening, everyone. I finally caught up with you guys. Glad to have you here, brother. Glad to have you here."
You know, Charlie.
Where did he find you on? Like, where did he catch you on?
That's YouTube.
YouTube.
He on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, Charlie and I went to school together, and Charlie was my backup. My backup center in basketball.
Okay.
He
probably
a
should have been.
wonderful guy. Charlie is a great guy, and he's a praying guy. He's just a genuine, all-around nice guy.
Yeah, he probably should have been starting.
Well, I don't want to create any problems now. That was over a long time ago. But he did play after I left because I graduated and went on.
Okay, we got Dr. Bryant joining us. I guess he'll pop in a minute.
And where's that boy, Ivan Coyne? He's a tall, handsome fella. Where's Ivan Coyne?
Ivan? I don't know whether Ivan got YouTube. We got to wait till we go back to Facebook for Ivan, probably.
Oh, he probably going to be full of it, they're going to tell me all.
I can't even get Robert in the screen. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with my thing. Okay, there you go. Did you need me to pop you in, or you was coming in when you feel like it? I can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
How come Robin in black and white? He back in 1950?
Can you hear us?
He pre-recorded that.
He must be back in 1950.
He pre-recorded this.
Can you hear us, Robert?
Mister, what you doing?
Like you trying to grow a beard and everything all over again, man. You got to go out and come back in because you ain't on. We can't hear you.
Unmute your mic.
Go out, come back in.
Joey, tell me what you've been up to all day long, because you only talked to me twice today, and it wasn't much of a conversation.
You wouldn't even believe my schedule. I got so much that I am doing that it is just crazy. And I got meetings every day this week. I got meetings every day next week. It's just crazy the stuff I got to do. I went out and came back in, and I've been at my computer ever since, doing a couple of proposals and other stuff that I had to do.
Right.
So I'm just busy.
I saw yesterday you was at Todd Road announcement. And
Yes,
Sean, congratulations.
Yeah.
How tall are you, Sean?
I am 5'5".
I could tell. I was surprised Julius Hall was taller than you. I did not believe it. Sean,
I'm that much taller than him, Charlie. I'm that much taller than him.
Sean, you know how tall I am?
You a center. You played center.
Yeah, Sean.
He used to be 6'9".
No, I used to be 6'6", about
What?
6'5" and a half, 6'6". Sean, I'm about 6'4" and a half now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you up there with Bernard? Because Bernard, I'm like checking the weather.
Yeah, I'm
with him.
a little taller than Bernard. And plus, the only thing he got going a little better than I do is a beard. Other than that, I'm better looking than him.
Yeah.
I'm a lot handsome. You can just look at me. You can tell how I look. I'm really, John, do I look almost 75 years old?
No, man.
I know I don't. People say that all the time. Jewish just be jealous of me, that big old nose he got. I have one of those great noses, man. Miss Brown, can I get something to sweat shining on my head and making me feel real?
All right, there we go.
Hey,
Right.
1950, what's going on?
He changed out the shirt and
No, it's on my phone. My laptop. I tell you, it's been a week. No, sir. It's been a week.
Good to see you, Robert.
It's tech week.
Same here. Have y'all, Julius, rode by the entrance of Liberty City? There's about 12 signs out there now. And we added the best one yesterday. We added Todd Rose. I hear y'all talking about him. Y'all don't talk about me like you talk about Todd. Todd come out here with a nice sign. Y'all talk about him good.
I don't know why y'all put Todd sign in the 5th. Y'all better go put that sign over there in the 3rd.
But like I tell everybody, you know everybody got cousins in the 5th district. And you probably got cousins in the 3rd.
That's true. Now, Julius, he got a point there. So if Todd Road got a few signs over in the 5th, it's okay. Because it beat them brain signs. Because I need a pair of binoculars or a telescope to try to see the right note.
That little area of Abercorn where the trees hit, right? The trees. What district is that?
Where the trees at?
In Abercorn. Let's say
the fold.
That's the fold. I see one big old Keisha Gibson sign sitting there as I was going home yesterday.
On Abercorn, Joey. You know where?
Near Abercorn. It was like right beside this big White House.
Before you get to the Durant.
Right.
I know what you're talking about.
Right. And
I was telling the viewing audience where it might be at, Joey.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, y'all ready to start? We start with our general discussion, y'all. Y'all know what general discussion is today. The general discussion is Clarence Thomas, Charlie Brown's old high school mate. We're going to put him up here. Old Clarence, y'all don't want me to go in on Clarence, but I'm going to put him up here. This is Clarence.
Joey, he's been my neighbor on 32nd Street where I lived at, between Price and East Broad, which is Plant Street right there. His grandfather lived 4 doors from my house when I was when I was in the 1st and 2nd grade. And Clarence Thomas used to come over and stay with him during the summer month. Do you know what his nickname is? A lot of people don't even know.
What that?
Boy Thomas.
Boy Thomas?
Uh-huh. His grandfather used to say, boy, and everybody started calling him boy, like Tarzan boy.
Right.
Just start calling him boy. Yeah.
You talking about Mr. Myers Anderson?
Yes, Mount. That's correct.
Yeah. Okay.
He had an ice and cold business, and he used to sell, and he used to have his grandsons. Peanut was his other Clarence Thomas brother. We call him Peanut. And call him Boy Thomas.
I'm going to put this up here. No, that ain't going to work. We're going to put Clarence Thomas right there.
Uh-huh.
Clarence Thomas.
But he was wrong to take some of those trips and stuff and then disclose them. And how can he, really do ethics stuff? He should have disclosed all of it.
Yeah, true. And it's on. To me, if you hiding it, that's when you don't disclose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you gotta hide it, if you want to hide it, gotta hide it. If you feel guilty about it.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about him. Y'all know, I think that Clarence Thomas is the biggest disappointment to the African American race in the history of the world. In the history of the world, he's the biggest disappointment in the history of the world to the African American community, and I don't say that lightly. This man is an absolute sellout.
Even past DC Sniper?
He's past anything that you can imagine. I'd rather have lunch with Jeffrey Dahmer first.
What?
Oh, wow.
Damn, that says something. That says a lot. Because you might not leave that lunch.
Exactly.
You know, it's pretty compelling what you're saying, and I could understand. My concern when he said affirmative action, we do not need it, it's not a place for it, but yet, you know, he capitalized off it.
Right.
He went to Holy Cross off affirmative action. He went to Yale off affirmative action. Then all of a sudden he get in position. Then he said there's not a need. It is still a need to this day to a degree for it. Because if you look and see the way the structure is set up, you can look and see what's happening in Tennessee, how these guys went out and actually protest about guns, high-power rifles in school, and they got dispelled and put out of the State House in Tennessee. You know, there's a need for a lot of stuff that Clarence Thomas just surprised me, but yet he's supposed to be a Supreme Court justice and not making great decisions about taking gifts and trips and knowing you shouldn't do that. He should report it. He's wrong for that.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
And I will add this. I think when it's probably best that he resign, or I'm 100% of them impeaching him, because there's a level of standard that you've got to maintain as a judge, and then you're a judge at that level, and you're acting like you're acting with a lack of care. It's just a huge erosion of what you stand for and what that profession stands for.
It basically takes back everything that you made judgment on. It basically takes back everything you made judgment on in the question.
Right.
Everything that you made judgment on in the question. Now you have to look at how this billionaire feels about everything and what his agenda is, and then how you played your part and your hand in that. But this man said that they've been friends for how long? They claim that they've been friends. No, him and Clarence Thomas.
You told me the Republican donor.
Right. He said that him and Clarence Thomas been friends for
25 years.
25 years, and Clarence Thomas been a justice for
30 something.
Like it was 30 something years now?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least 30 years. Plus.
1991.
Yeah, if you do the math, you're right, Jill.
Okay. Now, another thing, I got a question, Mr. Brown. You said Clarence Thomas, what year you think Clarence Thomas came out of school?
Out of high school?
No, out of college and all that.
Out of college? I want to say he had to graduate from Holy Cross because he went to St. Savannah. St. Pius was a Catholic school, and to my knowledge, they had all white nuns at that time. And then he went to Holy Cross on affirmative action. So that was around, I want to say 68. He graduated from high school around 68 or 69.
Okay. All right. So yeah, it was a lot of affirmative action going on back
then.
Yeah, because like affirmative action started in 1964. So yeah, I can imagine just how many. Yeah, ooh, yeah, Mr. Brown.
The bad part is it's just two-faced.
Yes,
he benefited from it. Now he's telling us that we shouldn't have it. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah.
But he didn't pull himself up by his bootstraps. You know, he's been selling out forever. You know, name somebody worse. I'd rather have Donald Trump come stay the weekend with me. I'm serious. This dude, Clarence Thomas, is the biggest disappointment to the history of black people in this world.
Him or Candace? Him or Candace?
Terrible. It's terrible.
Him or Candace?
Candace don't even come close to Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas has made rulings and stuff that it just
that's correct.
Defies some intelligent thought. Everything that he does is against his own self. He even showed us how much he hated black people, how much he hated himself by marrying a white woman. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it shows with what his rulings and everything that he does, he's showing us what it is. And then we got to get in our head that what they're showing us in America is that you're accepted better if you have a white spouse.
NBA, NFL, Justice,
the White House,
exactly.
Vice President.
You know, the Supreme Court got the only two blacks on there. They got white spouses. You know,
exactly.
So, you know, so it that's how you get promoted. You know, you accept it rather.
It has to be somewhere,
and it shouldn't be that way.
Somewhere in the mix.
Yeah.
Well, again, the Supreme Court justices are hold to a higher standard than the lower courts. But if the lower courts would accept money like that or special trips and things of that nature, they would have not disbarred them, but take them off the bench. So the two don't have the same kind of standards. And the Supreme Court should be higher.
Charlie, answer this for me then, Charlie. The law does not apply to him then. Because what he's saying is that I can judge you, but you can't judge me.
Exactly.
That's correct.
Right.
That's correct.
Do as I say, not as I do.
And Julius, you know, a lot of times you and I disagree on a lot. Believe it or not, people might think we agree on a lot, but we had each other odds at. But you are telling the truth, and it's so sad that he have had rulings and that have hurt black people in this country. And now look what he's doing. He's saying, I'm above the law. I can do just what I want to do, and I don't have to be responsible for it. That is wrong. I don't know what they're going to try to do about it. Now, the Republicans are saying they're not going to tamper with him because, you know, he voted with them. And, you know, George Bush probably loved him because he was one of the ones who voted to give him the president because, you know, went to the Supreme Court to get the president.
Yeah.
So,
but
it's terrible. What'd you say, Robert?
I said, but the danger with that is, and here's the problem. When you know, there's a reason why there's a separation of the three branches of government, and we've gotten to a point now where people have lost all kind of respect for the seats and respect for the people who are voting for you. We got to get back to a level of ethics, and you know, it's gotten so bad to listen all levels of government. If the person is wrong, they're wrong. There are things that I'm a staunch Democrat. I am a vice chair of the Chatham County Democratic Party. And if Joe Biden is wrong, he's wrong. And I will say it out loud. And we've got to get back to saying, you know, even though I care for you or you're part of the same group I am, you are wrong.
But are you going to look as hard when it's on your candidate?
Yeah.
Are you going to look as hard when it's on your candidate?
No, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Robert.
You
What he
know?
asked you.
Yeah. No. What do you mean by that, Sean? Help me clarify. I think
Like Joe Biden. I keep
Yeah.
hearing this China stuff. And they
Oh.
digging. And
No,
I'm like,
I got you. I am
And-
very critical. I am very publicly critical against the Biden-Harris group because I have a problem with them giving Ukraine and all these other countries all these billions of dollars. But when the conversation for reparations comes up, when we look at these young children our black young children, single moms who are hungry every day, who have nowhere to live, our elderly who have no way to pay their bills, we have a problem, Joe Biden, and you're not addressing it. Kamala Harris looks just like us on this thing. The only problem is sometimes she doesn't identify. And people don't think that. I know that's not popular, but at the end of the day, they're dead wrong for that. You got to check your backyard before you send a check over there.
A lot of people don't even know that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden had the strongest laws against black people back in the day. You know what I'm saying? They voted on the cocaine, the 5 grams. For the cocaine for black folks and crack for what I mean?
Right.
A lot of that came from the administration. The whole,
it came back from the 70s when the government put crack cocaine in our communities. Mm-hmm. We ain't gonna sugarcoat it. That's what happened. That's why now you got many of our communities struggling.
And that's what I'm saying.
It's not. Go ahead.
How in the world we sticking to the? I will not claim Democrat. I will not claim Republican. I vote. Why?
Right.
I vote.
Well,
why? Because I refuse to go across the line and to say I'm with the enemy. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the enemy. Even if the enemy start feeding me what I want to hear and all this other stuff, I know that at some point in time they still.
Well, I would say this.
I gotta watch.
I would say this. I would say this, Sean. Both parties are not our friends. Let's just be real about it. And to be honest with you, let's talk about the difference. I lean more to democratic values, but there are a few Republicans that I guarantee you. I'm gonna tell you right now. If John Kasich ran for president, I'm gonna take a very hard look at John Kasich. It is what it is. John Kasich is one of those good Republicans that I think really gets it. But I will say this: if we really want to be real about it, neither one of the parties are really our friend.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. It's like it's hard to start a black party because you know what I'm saying. But we need a black party. We need somebody that can go to the table and we say, "Hey, our vote can go either which way it go." But you got to lay some shit on the table for us to eat for us too.
But I want to defer to Charlie Brown because he's been doing this more than any of us. What are your thoughts about all of what we just kind of talked about, Mr. Brown?
I think each individual should be held accountable, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. And again, I'm an independent, and I've been an independent for a long time. I personally like a guy called Michael Steele. He used to be the president, the chairman of the Republican Party. I really think this guy is not too bad a guy. I mean, all of us don't have to think alike to be alike. I liked most stuff what the Democrats been okay. A lot of stuff that Republicans have done in the past was okay. But I'm going to tell you what, the Republican has not been really a party of friend to the black people in the last decade. No. I'm just telling you.
Exactly.
And I've been independent for over 22 years. And what made me decide to go, I'd rather vote for someone who I could buy their ideology and some stuff they gonna do. All Republicans are not bad. All Democrats is not bad. All of them not good. But as it's been looking, the way it's been looking, I'm telling you, gentlemen, the Republican been giving us a bad hand.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Democrats are just not strong enough. Their messaging is not strong. We tend to lean back because we think that we are offending somebody. Do you see anybody talking about the Republicans when they're mad? They don't have any tact or decorum. and now they want to ask us and want to hold us to a higher degree of accountability and making sure that we're tactful and our decorum is on point. No, we got to raise hell.
Exactly.
We're gonna talk about that in a few minutes when we get to those three Tennessee 3. You know, but I think that Clarence Thomas, you know, it's just, I don't know how you get this brainwashed. You know, then your wife is given to the January 6th insurrection, helping to recruit people and bring busloads of people to the Capitol to start some mess there, you know, and you see what that led to, you know, and then nobody is critical of these people, and his wife is there. Now, had that been the other way around, they were recruiting for Black Lives Matter to come there, they would have been calling for him to resign.
You're right.
Exactly.
You know,
you can't be biased like that. You can't. Yeah. But literally, if everybody is supposed to have a party, right? If everybody is supposed to have a party that they're signed to, right? Why? How can you even support a Supreme Court judge? Well, you understand? How can you even say that he's not of a party? You know what I'm saying? Everybody is supposed to be of a party, correct?
Not necessarily. Remember, you heard Mr. Brown say he's independent. It's almost like, I look at it like kind of the Pope. So if you become a priest, your name, you know, you're priest Sean Brown. You become a cardinal, but when you become a pope, you take on a different identity. In theory, that's what a Supreme Court justice is supposed to do. They take on a new identity of being an independent.
Correct.
Now, what we have seen lately, I would say also in the last decade, is this politicizing of the selection. And so they vet them to see, well, if you don't agree with these ideologies, then you won't get the nomination. Well, in all honesty, we need to start. I'm gonna tell you, I think the best selection for Supreme Court was Ketanji Jackson Brown. I may have gotten it wrong. And the reason I say that, she's probably on paper and by work and by background the most qualified person who looks at things by the letter of the law. That's how you should pretty much select them. But you're right. What has happened lately is we're going to lean more. If you don't believe, the litmus test now is, do you believe in abortion or not? That's the litmus test. You believe in it, then you're likely going to be a Democrat. If you don't, well, we're going to assume you're Republican. And we got to step away from that. That's not why they were designed like that. So,
well, I'm pro-life.
I'm pro-life, but I got 3 daughters, and I feel like Chris Rock. I want my daughters to have the right to kill their babies.
What?
You know.
Oh, please don't say that.
That's exactly not what it is.
Hey, Robert, you got the agenda? Y'all got the agenda in front of y'all?
Uh-huh.
Okay, because I got to step away for 1 second.
Sean in charge. Yeah, Sean, you're in charge this week. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I can't be.
Yes, you are.
No,
you got leadership skills.
All right.
I know. Watch this, y'all. I know. Hey, Charlie. Charlie, watch this.
Robert, I'm gonna help him out.
Charlie, watch this, though. Watch this. Charlie, watch this. I know a little bit of Todd Rose rub up on you, so I know you got some skills.
All I was gonna say.
Right. Go ahead, y'all.
All I'm gonna say is that I'm pro-life, but again, I still don't think I have the right to tell a woman to do with her body, and it's a really tough. It's tough, but I know what I believe in. But again, it's just tough. I can't really speak for a woman, and that's all. And I'm gonna close on that. But I'm a pro-lifer, and I believe in that. But if a woman makes a choice for medical reasons, for whatever,
well,
she have to answer to whoever she deemed that she answered to.
Let me ask you all this, and this is for all the men. I say if we're gonna go for abortion rights, then men should have to wear a condom, a permanent condom that's attached to that thing that can't come off until they get married. How about that?
Well,
Robert, I got one better than that.
Yeah.
How about getting that vasectomy until you get
Exactly.
married and have a reverse?
There you go.
Can't have it reversed now. There's no reverse.
You know,
No,
I'm
but
just saying. But you
So
have
the
to
thing
get it. At
Yeah.
18, at 17, you have to go in and get it. That's tough. That's tough.
If someone can make a decision on one person's body, then they should be able to make it on anybody's body or everybody's body.
Well, what's
Yes.
dangerous is that whole abortion thing was not a decision about anything other than control. And the scary and dangerous thing about it was to think about voting rights and to think about land ownership and to think about all of the rights that we carry and how now that can be stripped away because you have individuals who don't think anything beyond what we have established. We have taken 30 steps back in local, state, and federal government level. And it is disturbing to know that people still don't understand the importance of going to just pull that ballot. That's so critically important. Critically important. I mean, right here, and I'll use this, Mr. Brown. Right here in the city of Savannah, you got parts of town that haven't been touched for 30 years. And that's because of poor representation. And that's because you have people that have been silent. And that's because you're putting all the money down in tourism. Well, it's not just about that. You got people out here who are hurting and who can't really operate, who can't drive down the street without hitting the pothole. It's not just about tourism. So if you don't understand that we've got to do better jobs and get people in place, man, we're going down a real slippery slope here, Sean.
Yeah. I checked it out yesterday. Like, I really rode around Savannah yesterday. There's some streets that could be widened. There's some streets there's some parts of Savannah that's like beautiful. And you see black people around. Like, I rode through one neighborhood. I said, man, I'm going to get the name of this street right here because it was some tall, like, projects. They looked like it was projects, but it was nice, trimmed area. All this other stuff had black folks walking the streets.
What area was you?
I was coming from downtown and I was heading toward the name of the park. What's the name of the park?
Forsyth Park?
No, the other one where the bananas.
Daffin Park?
Right, where Todd was yesterday.
He probably went by his village.
That's his village.
Oh, Fred Wessels, yeah.
It's not his village anymore. It's Oglethorpe View.
Yeah.
They changed the name.
It would always be Fred Wessels to me.
And I was like, okay. Like, I think I've been to one bad area, and that's over. Like, they need to pay more attention across the street. Like, I see where the restore is, right? Across the street, I see what SCAD did. It's beautiful over there. It's nice. It's blah, blah, blah. Across the street, on the other side of the restore, what's the name of them projects right there? Is it Cape Street? Cobb Street? What? Cape?
They don't call them project anymore. They call them like lower income, and I want you to take that out of your vocabulary.
Okay, so what's the lower income area over there behind Wendy's and
Caton Home. Fraser Home.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where Warnock. That's where Warnock grew up. Well, partially. He also was in Liberty City. So I just want to know that. He's Fifth District.
They need
Sean, you know the difference between Charleston and Savannah?
What's that?
Charleston is our sister. We Charleston sister, whatever. Charleston don't have no lanes. We have lanes in Savannah. Charleston don't have lanes.
We have
Charleston
lanes.
Come on.
Right. If you know the Charleston, you just go to another street right there with no lanes in between. Hey, boy, what's going on? Hey, that's Thomas Bobby from Port Wentworth. He's
Mayor Pro Tem. Look, that's the real. Look, Charlie, check this out. That's the real Mayor Pro Tem. Catch that.
Thomas Bobby, it's good to see you. I didn't know ugly people come out late in the evening like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with you.
Oh, you better watch yourself.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
He called everybody ugly.
All right, my brother.
All right.
I'm going to keep that to yourself now. At least
I got it. I got you.
But I don't know if you noticed that, Sean, or not. But
if Charleston, if Savannah is going in Charleston, that I'm trying to tell you right now, got to buy up the real estate. Got to get the real estate. Charleston has been swallowed. My mom, somebody told my mama about, well, not my mother. Somebody told one of my mother's church sisters. She was at their house, and you know how you, and listening, they said, give us 10 years and we'll have our city back. And sure enough, in 10 years, they pushed all the black folks out of downtown.
they live in North Charleston.
No, now they're in Somerville because North Charleston is like, hey, let's follow Charleston's design and let's start doing the same thing.
Correct.
Now
Charleston
the new red line, that red line is money. The new red line is finance. Everything over $250,000. Charleston is
95% basically white now. Charleston is, and like I said, the difference in the two is that Savannah have lanes when Savannah was designed. Whoever designed the gentleman, James L. Goldthorpe, whoever, they put in a lane system. Charleston don't have a lane system. If you ride around, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Like for instance, we got Duffy Street, then we have Duffy Lane. In Charleston, it's not like that. It's just you run into another street.
Right.
And they put their trash out on the streets, not in lanes like we do.
Right. I did notice that, and that remind me of like LA. That gives the robbers someplace to run when they try to get away.
Yeah, when they after me, man. Yeah.
You just run down that lane.
Yeah. And cut back.
Yeah. Like the police, you just duck the police off. Like,
Reclaiming my time.
Okay, Julia, we're supposed to be on the Tennessee. Julia, we're supposed to be on the Tennessee 3.
Okay, I just want to show everybody for the last time, this is the biggest disgrace to the human black race, right here. To the human black race. That was the biggest. Okay, we're going to move on to the Tennessee 3. These people here, they are in Tennessee, and they were two of the three were voted out of office. But right now, the last one got sworn in earlier today. They're all three back in now.
Are they back in?
Yeah, all three of them back in now. Well, the white female, she never left because she got by one vote. And it just shows their disdain for the African-American community with how they did that and how they spoke to these kids, these young men when they dispelled them from the house.
Now let me ask you a question. Is it temporary? Are they gonna have to have the special election to put them back in regular?
Well, I don't know. I think that they can serve the remainder of the time, or they're going to have a special election for it. But for right now, the city council, this is the way that laws in Tennessee is made. The county seat, the largest city within their district, votes on putting that person to replace them, so that the both of the councils replace them with themselves. They replace them with the people, the ones that was kicked out. The first one was Justin Jones. He got put back. No, the other one is Justin Jones, the one with the ponytail. Yeah, the one in the middle. Right.
They voted to put him back in, but he's gonna have to run in the special election to get the seat back permanent.
Right. Okay.
I don't know about the other one now.
I'm sure it's the same way for each one of them, because the council put them back in. This young man here, Justin Pearson, just so happened both of them named Justin, and I love the chant that they came up You know that old chant, no justice, no peace? They were saying
Correct.
no Justin, no peace.
Okay.
And these guys,
Okay.
you know, both of them are very articulate, can speak. I believe this one here, I believe he's probably a minister or something, because he really can speak. He's really articulate and can deliver a profound message. I was really happy to see it, you know, and it was just, you know, y'all, whatever y'all give us y'all take, because I got a question for y'all. When
I got my hands up.
Go ahead, Mr. Brown. Move me something.
Okay, and the reason I raised my hand, but let's just pick. It's gonna be short and sweet. Is that I saw those two individuals over the weekend, and I saw the new leadership begin to merge for around the country. It's the new black leaders are on their way. These two J guys, Johnston, if I'm pronouncing them wrong, y'all forgive me, but these guys speak very well and know the subject. They were protesting about the weapons. We talking about the AR-15 assault rifle. And Julius and Sean, what I saw was a new crop of leaders emerging on a national scene.
Correct.
Sean, give me your opinion too.
I agree. I mean, personally, I wish I was that brave at their age to do that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, they made me proud. I hate the way that it was like, but I'm glad that they did take this next step to get back in there. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't sit back and wait for somebody to fix it or whatever. They went and took the next step and next step and next step. You know what I'm saying? It was a news story because it happened. It wasn't a news story because it continued on. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, and you know, we were very proud that of what the fight that these young men put on. I was really behind them 100%. You know, and my thing is this, you know, I really got to say it because we saw the fight in the three of them. Everybody was behind them all the way. You can hear, we heard them, we saw them, and we understood the fight that these guys were putting up. But what is the difference between them and these ladies? They put up the same fight. It's the exact same fight. It ain't no different. They are all fighting for a cause and fighting for the people. And you're talking about these three women. These three women put up just as hard a fight and get shut down and disrespected by a council.
Good point, Julian.
And can't get nothing done.
Good point.
Inside they have to do it all outside. And you see their fight. You see the three in Tennessee fight. You see the Tennessee three. How about the Savannah three?
Right. Let me comment on that. I'm going to tell you what the difference is. There really isn't none. But in America, the United States of America has too long had a history of not disrespecting the black community, but disrespecting black women. I talked about Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson earlier, and it took how long to get a black woman on the Supreme Court? It took how long to get, and whether you like or not, to get a black woman in the White House as vice president? It took how long to get a black woman to be respected in a country that they pretty much built? Because guess who constructed and led and coordinated and directed the civil rights movement? So we don't realize the power that, some black women bring to the table when it comes to advocacy, when they're doing it for the right reason. So the difference is that for far too long, we felt, we haven't given them their real voice. But the other part of it is, I think that, and I love about the three of them that you just showed, and the three in Tennessee, is that they're not scared. They're not scared of a battle, and they're not scared to push back. And guess what? They're not scared to stand alone. But the advocacy is still there. So,
I saw somebody, Robert, said that they wish Eric Mays. It was on Facebook today, and a bunch of people were chiming in that they wish Eric Mays was on. Oh, Ivan Cohen chimed in. he got YouTube. Y'all talking about he didn't have YouTube. But I saw somebody today say that they wish that Eric Mays, y'all know the councilman out of Flint, Michigan, who don't play the radio with nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody loved Eric Mays, even the ones who are supporting the controllers here in Savannah. But how you don't love Keisha, Alicia, and Bernetta, who doing the same thing Eric Mays doing, just on a toned down level? Keisha, Alicia, and Bernetta are fighting for the people every day in the trenches, and you rather have Eric Mays. I'd rather have Eric Mays fighting with them.
yeah.
But give me these three here fighting right now for everybody in Savannah. I love Eric Mays. I think that he stands up to people. He speaks truth to power. These three women are speaking truth to power also, but we have to be able to be behind them. We have to be able to help them do what they need to do. We need to change this council out and give them all the help they need. They don't need but two more. We're gonna take
the four horsemen.
Two more.
You know who the four horsemen are, Charlie Brown? You found the fourth one yesterday.
Yeah.
You got the four horsemen on the way.
Right there. Dr.
Yeah.
Robert Bryant, R.G. Bryant. Y'all make sure Robert Bryant for city council.
No.
We got to get, that's four. We don't need but one or two more. We get rid of all of them, is what we want to show them, that the old guard can go sit down. If we show them what we're doing, we're going to tell the old guard, now get the hell out the way and let us do this here from now on.
Mm-hmm.
Stacey Abrams came here. Only person she saw was the old guard. People were
and
pissed.
that's why she didn't get elected.
That's why she didn't get elected. The old guard is played out. It's the new Generation X and these Generation Z and all these new alphabets.
I literally sat and I thought about it, and I said, it's going to be when my generation, the 70 babies, get in charge and running the White House and running the Senate and running Congress and running. That's when we're going to see a change. That's when the major change.
Yeah, because they think different. They're wired different.
Right.
They don't care about the same things that we care about, and so the younger generation don't think like us, so they think differently, and they're bold. They're not afraid. You can't tell these women here about how they act in City Hall in Savannah and not and then applaud these people. You can't. They didn't go. Keisha them didn't go to the well of City Hall and with a bullhorn. They're trying to get some answers. They read. They ask questions. See, they ain't used to those type of politicians asking questions about a budget. They're not used to it. So now that you got people questioning what the city manager puts in his budget, it's a problem. Something wrong with them. No tact, no decorum. Don't want to answer questions. Cutting off their mics. Same thing they did to the ones in Tennessee. So what I'm trying to tell y'all, there is no difference in these three and these three. None whatsoever.
Julius, you have made a valid point. I think we've been saying that. I think we've been saying that all along. That Keisha was asking questions Alicia was bringing information, Bernetta was bringing information, and they tried to shut them down. They were doing the same thing, so don't applaud the other unless you applaud them too.
That's right.
You know, yesterday, I don't know who the first guy was. Y'all could give me some history on him, if he was a good council alderman or not. The guy that spoke before Todd did. But he made a very good
Who was it, y'all? You know his name? No.
I don't remember his name. Julius probably know his name. He was the alderman before.
John Hall.
Oh, it's Jay?
John Hall.
John Hall, Mr. Hall. Okay, Mr. Hall.
Okay. And he said, remember that that politician, that person that's sitting in that seat, that seat don't belong to him.
Right.
That seat belonged to the people.
Right.
So when they cut and mute the mics to them, they basically telling y'all to shut the people up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They telling y'all it's a bad y'all don't care. Say again?
Oh, that took place yesterday?
No,
Yes,
I'm saying
Todd's announcement.
At Todd's announcement, John Hall was there, and John Hall was telling all the people out. He had about 100 people out there, and John Hall was telling them how great Todd is going to be, because Todd understands that the seat don't belong to him; it belongs to the people.
Okay, got you.
Right, and that's what I was saying. That when y'all said that they muting mics and not telling them everybody that voted for those officials or whatever, that's who they telling to shut up. We don't want to hear you. Why? Because y'all set those people in them seats. You know what I'm saying? Y'all set them people in them seats.
Yeah. And to add on to that, the problem is the developers and SCAD has muted the mic of the constituents of Savannah. You know what I'm saying? By them helping and aiding and abetting in this mayor's destruction of certain areas. And if we're not careful, areas like the district, I think one of the most important thing we got to look at is districts like 1 and 5, where our people are, and our people have been muted. But when it's come time to put some bog on some broad, or to make sure that downtown corridor is quiet, I'm looking good. I bet you a mic won't get muted then.
Y'all gonna mess around, and Savannah's gonna be SCAD campus.
And that's why. No.
I'm trying to tell you, y'all gonna mess around. This gonna be SCAD campus.
Sean, quit saying we're going to. We are SCAD campus.
Sean, that's the core.
Downtown?
Sean, that's the core why I'm running for this thing. Is if we're not careful, and I was over in Silver Terrace today talking with about 4 or 5 people. Went and knocked on some doors, talked to people, gave up a flyer. And this man, I was talking to him, he said, so what do you want to do? I said, the core, what I want to do is we got to protect that fairground. That fairgrounds over there, which by the way, has been the 5th district and the people have been locked out of that conversation for months. But that fairground, if we're not careful, that fairground is the entry point to regentrification. If that thing is not done right, every single one of these homes in this area are going to be taken. I can promise you that. That is why it has been silent, and it has been orchestrated by this alderwoman and the city manager to keep people out of the conversation. That's wrong.
You're
right. If that happens, but if that happens, then you're exactly right. This area will become SCAD campus and tourist city.
What is your
they ain't worried about
with?
Huh?
Go ahead, Mr. Juice.
They ain't worried about the next the 20-year plan, the 30-year plan, and the 40-year plan. They got a 100-year plan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they got a 100-year plan. This is generational wealth for them. This is not just about them. They're thinking about their kids, the grandkids, and the great-grandkids later on. This is the 100-year plan. And you're absolutely right. If we're not careful, it's going to be SCAD's campus.
Yeah.
Like Mr.
They're going to be asking y'all for
is.
student ID up at the mall. Where's your student ID? And you sitting at Savannah Mall or at the VA. I need to see either a military ID or a student ID. All right.
Sean, you trying. Sean, you trying to create a problem now because
No, Scad created the problem. I've been there. I'm trying to.
No, because I know I don't look like a student, but I don't think I need a student ID. I was down to the post office today, and we not the infrastructure being pounded on. Go down there between 1 and 5 o'clock. You can't move left nor right.
Yeah.
Those kids are everywhere, and they're not paying no taxes. That's
God
wrong.
forbid one of them get robbed. God forbid one of them get robbed.
Well, we hope
one of them
nobody-
get
we
robbed.
hope-
They locking down over there at I'm
Well-
trying. Oh my goodness, it's getting ugly.
One thing you ain't got to worry about somebody getting robbed. You ain't gonna worry about the mayor getting robbed because he take 2 bodyguards everywhere he go. I heard that he was in the building today, and before he came in, he had the Secret Service come in and sweep the building.
Wow.
Oh, Julius, come on, stop.
Yeah, the Secret Service come in and sweep the building.
Wow.
Not, and
Make
they
sure
ain't
ain't
got
no
no
mics
Secret
in
Service. That's Savannah Police.
Make sure ain't no mics in there. Make sure ain't no mics.
Who in the world? What mayor does that? What mayor does that? They must have got some credible threats that somebody must be threatening him or something. What happened?
Did Donald Trump hit him up too? Did Donald Trump hit him up too?
Everywhere he go, you see the one officer walk in, look around and everything, then signal the other officer to bring them on in.
Really?
Yeah.
It's gotten that bad.
They ain't bad. He just abusing. It's abuse of power. It's abuse of allocation of funds. It's just it's crazy. But that's another subject.
I wrote about that, but I wrote about that because I noticed he's been having security, but I didn't know it had gotten to that point like that.
Well, our black media is going to find out after a while because the next time we're going to put him on camera and ask him why he got so much security when everybody else in the city is not protected the way he is.
Not right.
I'm gonna start doing some investigators reporting.
Sound like a Sean Brown subject.
Yeah.
Sean Brown, we're gonna send you in there. If you don't know Sean Brown affiliated.
Yeah, he don't know me. Hey, I'm a resident of Midway, Georgia. I'm thinking about moving to Savannah. What's the best thing? What area of Savannah would you suggest me move to? Well, Mr. Brown, what's your budget? That'd probably be the first thing he asks me. What's your budget?
I ain't gonna tell you it's one. I got a few homes you can consider. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, now you gonna say he said no, we got a spot for you over here in Bayview.
Oh Lord. Or better yet, you could get my home in Cloverdale because I don't live there anymore.
So y'all better register to vote.
The mayor do live in Cloverdale.
I ain't gonna do with that. But Charlie, let me go back to Julius' point. You can register to vote this Saturday, April the 15th, at Hitch Park over there behind Church's Chicken on Montgomery, where we're gonna have the next community day from 2 to 5. Come register to vote.
2 to 5. Come meet.
You saying the mayor? Y'all saying the mayor don't live in Liberty City? I mean, in Cloverdale.
That's what Sean said.
I don't know.
What's Chuck Fagan say? Oh yeah, Chuck Fagan, where you been, man? We got to do lunch.
Chuck Fagan, where you see Chuck Fagan at?
Go
back. It was before Ivan. What's that, Chuck? Y'all don't make me feel like I'm crazy. Go back to the comment before Ivan. See,
Charlie Sampson.
Oh Lord, sorry, Charlie. Y'all, Lord, my eyes. I'm going to see the eye doctor tomorrow. I feel bad.
Well, we're gonna get on to our next guy. But we just want everybody to be aware. Don't fight for the Tennessee 3 if you ain't gonna fight for the Savannah 3.
Yeah.
The Savannah 3 and the Tennessee 3, it ain't no difference. You got the Tennessee 3 right here. If you're gonna fight for these people here and you're gonna be there and talking about decorum and tact and you're gonna let it go, then let it go right here too. These women are fighting for you. They are doing what needs to be done. They're asking those tough questions. They're challenging everything that doesn't seem right, and they're getting answers, and they're bringing it back to you. But then you want to listen to what the mainstream media says about they're out of order. They're mad, angry black women. No, these are advocates for our community. That's what they are. Advocates.
And didn't y'all say one of them called the lady out of her name?
Yeah.
Was this on the mic?
Yeah, we're not gonna get into that now.
No, because he need to be fired. We need to kick him out.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
We're trying to. We got that on the agenda. But we're gonna move on to the next subject. And the next subject is your favorite cousin. We're gonna go through him kind of quick because we ain't got we got about 30 minutes.
I'll talk about Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. This is him at his April 4th hearing. It's been a little over a week when they got him. Or was it a week?
Yeah, it's been over a week.
Yeah.
It's right at a week, I think.
Yeah. So I expect Georgia to do something quick, but they say Fani Willis is slowing things down. I don't know why. And we expect the feds to indict him also. He needs multiple indictments plus all the lawsuits that he's gonna have. One for the lady that said he raped her or whatever he did to her. So Donald Trump is in a lot of trouble. His approval rating went all the way down to 24%. I think I seen. So it's still 25% of the country that likes this idiot. I like him. I just don't love him the way they do. I don't like him when he went out of control and started doing stupid stuff. Before that, if he'd just tried to be the president, it would have been okay. But then when he started being buddy to Putin and making us think that Putin was the world's greatest thing since ketchup, then I started losing a lot of respect for Donald Trump. And then
I like ketchup. I like ketchup and French fries.
Yeah, he thought.
I can't recall that.
I know you do. I saw you with ketchup and French fries.
No, I'm saying I don't want y'all to give ketchup a bad name by associating ketchup with that person.
Oh, okay. I can use some French fries right now, but I can't eat them.
Well, I can look at your stomach and tell that.
Oh man! So, should Donald Trump should he get a gag order, Robert? Should they give him a gag order because he's saying things that incite violence?
No, I say no. I'm gonna tell you why. Donald talks so much that sometimes, or eventually, he's going to give so much information that he's helping provide information. So I said, let him talk because I think that's going to be helpful if they try to, go ahead and take it to, it's going to help.
Don't forget, loose lips sink ships, and they're going to sink his ship. Yeah. Let him talk. Don't gag him. Let him talk, because eventually he will sink his ship.
Yeah.
Because he's headed down that way right now. Yes. Enough is enough. Donald Trump needs to just go away and let this country alone and just go to Mar-a-Lago and enjoy his retirement.
Yeah. That's right.
First be tried.
Okay. So no gag order for him.
No. But
y'all don't think that? I mean, but what he's doing is so dangerous, though. He's flirting on that line. He can get somebody hurt or killed, man.
Well, that's Donald Trump. I mean, look at how things have been.
They go Chuck Fagan.
Yeah, Chuck. I hope you're coming early. But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
9 are supposedly Democrats. In Tennessee, it was straight Republican supermajority. And you're right, Chuck. You're exactly right. All 9 of these people are supposed to be Democrat. Yeah. The only one that I think probably isn't is probably Nick. But I think Van is a Republican. He's turning Linda into a Republican. Dietrich don't know what the hell he want to be.
Well, I think Linda just happy to be somewhere. Linda just happy to be in number.
Estella's an opportunist. You know what though? And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Now, two people on that council, and I'm gonna see Charlie if you think who this is. Two people on that council. Keisha Wynn, the mayor, Alicia and Bernetta, and win their spots. And I mean, Alicia and Bernetta win their spot. Keisha win the mayor. That's three. Let's say Robert don't beat Estella. Let's say Dietrich don't have let's say Purdy ends up winning and Nick goes back in. Who are the two people out of that group that will do exactly what Keisha want them to do? No, she already got Bernetta and
right.
Yeah. Who are the two people?
Wow. We know Dietrich will do exactly what she wants to do because he is to get along. I mean, go along to get along.
You got that one right. Who's the other one?
Joy, the other one will probably be Estella.
You're exactly right.
I think
she's gonna do whatever.
I think she'll switch.
Whatever the wind blows, that's where she's gonna go because she wants to be in the spotlight and she wants to have a role. Because remember, she left them and came over thinking that she had the majority over with Linda.
I get an A+.
And then when she saw it was just the four of them, she went back to the other side. So whatever needs to be done, Dietrich and Estella will go whichever way the wind blows.
So I get an A+?
You get an A+ on that.
And a French fry. And a French fry. Chuck Fagan of Georgia Southern University. But listen, I tell you this here.
Democratic National Committee. Yeah.
Chuck, I sit on the state committee. Well, I really do, Charlie. Charlie, I sit on the state committee. People don't know that.
You can go sit on that from New York on November. What day that is? November
7th. That's it.
You can go apply to New York from New York because that's where he need to go. Need everybody to come out and vote. Need everybody to bring somebody with you. Bring 5 people to the polls with you. This is no race to sit out.
No, Lord.
You see what's going on. Y'all hear it. Y'all have seen the betrayal. All of a sudden, now he want to kiss babies and attend functions in the Black community. All of a sudden, he want to cater to us. What happened to you the first 3 years, Van Johnson? No, we didn't mean to turn this into a Van Johnson show. But it fits right into Trump because he's acting like Trump.
Yeah.
But you know what's pretty interesting, Julius. Tonight I have to agree with you on. Man, I can't. It's something up in the water. I'm gonna have to quit drinking certain water in certain areas because all of a sudden the liquor license on the east side, he all of a sudden voted to approve the license after he voted no. Then all of a sudden he voted yes along with them, but they still didn't get the license because he had votes.
Right.
Huh?
Right. I'm gonna tell you something. That he's and this. I use this term. He's Jamal Trey's fraternity brother. I ain't gonna say mine, but he's Jamal Trey's fraternity brother. Okay. And what bothers me with him is stop being too. I don't like a two-faced hypocrite, and that's what he comes down to me. A two-faced hypocrite. You sat down that council all of me. I forgot who it was that sent me something talking about what he did. You didn't do nothing for them people. Bernetta has done more for that community than Van did in one day. I mean, she's done more in one day than he's done in his 16 years. So I'm just so sick of it. But I do want to highlight somebody we haven't talked about since we were talking about City of Savannah stuff. Is that my good sister Rashida Edwards? I mean, she's doing a stellar job, and I'm really happy for her. So, just want to give her a shout out.
You know, I like her. I got to see her. I got to see her platform and see what she's doing. She is a part of that new wave of new leadership.
It's called the Four Horsemen, Charlie. I've coined the term the Four Horsemen. Myself, Mike McCann, Todd Rhodes, Rashida Edwards. Y'all used to watch wrestling.
Yeah,
before.
we got a great council that's going to be coming in these cities. And what y'all got to look at is that it's not anything facetious or anything, because when you look at Garden City, majority black council. Yeah. Look at Port Wentworth, a majority black council. Look at Savannah, a majority black council. We got 3 cities, 3 of the biggest cities. Well, Port Wentworth's kind of small. 3 cities here in Chatham County out of the 8 are majority black councils. All we got to do is just, and it's not about just being a majority black council. You have to be able to do something when you got that type of control and power. Yeah, you got to be able to do something for all people, because we know that through a majority white councils, we weren't getting a damn thing. So with this majority black council, we should be getting some level of equality, where you're on to level the playing fields. And that has not happened in Savannah. The mayor says a whole lot, but he's full of whatever Charlie Brown used to say I'm full of. He is really full of.
But on the serious side, when council was all white, we had to live with it. So what's wrong with it if the voter put all black in? I mean, you shouldn't get upset. We lived when it was all white. I can go back and remember it was all white for a long time. Now, Julia, because I'm old enough, I'll soon be 75 years old. And I can remember when it was all white for a long time. And they say, what seemed to be the problem? They're the government, Charlie. Come on, buddy. What you gonna do? And I said, I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
You don't look a bit over 40.
That's right.
Thank you. You're very kind.
That's right.
I want the viewing audience to comment on that and let me know, do I look right at 75 years old?
Oh, I like it, Ivan. Make that a t-shirt, Ivan Cohen. Make it a t-shirt.
He be with.
Black when
it's convenient.
Oh, I like that.
Be wet.
But you know what?
I like that.
But you know what, Ivan Cohen? What we got to realize, Ivan Cohen, is, and I tell people this, I thought about it. The alderwomen for the 5th and this mayor have done all they can do. They've done all they can do. Think about it. You go to school for how many years? 12 years, and you're finished. Well, he's been in government well over 12 years. This alderwoman has been in government 12 years. It's time to graduate. Go to the next thing. You've done all you can do. It's time for a new perspective. We have gone from a bag phone to a phone that does everything. Things get worn out. Tires don't even last that long on your car. So, I mean, if you've done all you can do, it's time to move to the next thing.
Hey, Robert, okay, Sean, let's just speak just a second. Rob, you know what's interesting? He's the same character of talking term limit now. When these new black leaders are coming, like Rashida Edwards, like Robert Bryant, like Todd Rhodes off the east side, now he is saying, him and Parody are saying, oh, it needs to be term limit. Then why are you running again? When you leave office, it will be almost 25 years since you first sit in it.
Mm-hmm.
Something wrong. You shouldn't even be running for re-election.
What you saying, Sean?
To me, it's just like you said, how the old people, how y'all used to say it, Mr. Brown, crap or get off the pot.
What you mean by that? How old people?
Oh, Nicki Minaj said it too. Nicki Minaj says it.
He said he's bad.
Yeah.
He said he's bad, so you should know.
Crap or get off the pot. All right, now, Van, Van
Quiet.
Johnson, whoever, if
I
you're
drink
sitting
prune
there,
juice.
you're supposed to be moving forward if you feel like your policies, if people ain't hearing you at mayor. So you're supposed to be trying to go further up in order to be heard. He's sitting down mayor because he's molding Savannah how he wants it. He's not, I don't think, if y'all were his constituents, did y'all vote for Van Johnson when y'all voted?
Sean, I live right in the city of Savannah. We have the same fraternity right here on my arm. I will say a resounding hell no.
You didn't vote for him the last election?
No.
The last election, some people did. But we're talking about this election coming up. A lot of
right,
people
and that's what I'm saying.
No, for the one coming up, Sean, the one coming up, let me correct it. The one coming up, I'm very clear. As far as the mayor's race, with the two candidates right now, because there's not a third or fourth, with the two candidates right now, I'm a Keisha fan. I'll say it loudly clear.
But what I'm saying, right? You know I like to play devil's advocate. What I'm saying, right, is when y'all voted for Van last election, right? He didn't come through, but y'all voted for him because y'all believed in him, because he voted. Y'all voted on what platform? Saying that he's coming through, that he's going. What platform did y'all check his name off of versus the last person, the other person that was running against him? You see what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell you one reason why I would not vote for this man.
Okay.
And I want the people to hear me loud and clear. If anyone live off of Magazine Avenue, it's a sad day when the streets like that look like that over there and no concrete. When you got to get it in, when people still got dirt road. How can you tell me what has he done?
Especially with the bricks.
Go up and down. No. Go, please listen to me. Go up and down Carver Village.
Yes.
It's sad. I went through it today and the streets are terrible. That's a part of the city. That's not in the county. That's not in F&M County. Where is Van Johnson? Why don't you speak up? But Netta needs to speak up for them people over there too.
How long y'all giving Keisha to get that done? 100 days after thing? 100?
No, you get as an elected official, you get 4 years. So, really 3.5. Because if you ain't doing it 3.5, you gotta go back to the poll.
So Van Johnson still has.
No.
Van has 16 years, Sean.
Oh,
16 years.
Sean, we done give Van 20 years. I'll at least give Keisha 4 years, okay? If she don't do it, we vote her out too.
Because it's a big mess, and she has a whole lot that she has to clean up, and she has a whole lot that she has to catch up with, to help to catch all these communities up with. And if that's a lot of work. You just can't poof and it happens overnight. It takes a while to get it done. Van done been in there long enough to at least start it. He didn't even put the fire, the wood on the fireplace to light the match. Ivan Corn is one of the greatest.
I cannot stand that.
Guys ain't telling us direction. He said, "Oh God, there's a place in the Fair Museum," and you're right. That's what we're going to put the old God in the Fair Museum.
While we talk about Joey, this, and because this is for Sean, and I love my brother Al Williams, but y'all got a conversation, and that's like my other uncle. Y'all got a conversation midway because you got to be real. At some point, and I'll be honest with you, 2-3 terms, you got to start doing something different. It's time to move, do something different. I mean, y'all got something y'all got to consider in midway.
And you know what though? There's people not paying attention. Cause Charlie told me about Al, and I had never heard Al, but Charlie had told me about Al. I went to an event for the Hunger Club about a year ago, I say. And I promise you, if I didn't know who Al Williams was, I would be on his campaign.
He's smooth now.
Yeah.
He good.
I would be on his campaign. I said, what the hell? I said, I promise you, I said that can't be the same guy they talking about. He gave a speech that was out this world.
That's
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Smooth
I mean,
as
Al, man, listen here. Them cats from that era, Sam Harris, my Uncle Sam Harris, and Al Williams, and Al, man, look here. Them jokers, hey, they sell you a block of ice in the middle of Arizona.
2 terms. That was Ivan that said it takes 2 terms.
Charlie Sampson.
Okay, that he said it takes 2 terms.
Because
So we're gonna give Keisha 2 terms before we.
no,
Get
yeah,
Van
yeah.
fired.
See, with Sean, Van was all the person for the first district, another
16
majority
years.
black district for about 100 years, and all they got was an apple tree.
16 years, Rob.
And it died,
And
Robert.
it died. Right. So I mean, come on.
Because he didn't
And
know.
and what else they got too, which makes me angry, was hold on, Charlotte. They got arena, so you can just plant the seed of regentrification. That's
and
what else
I
they got.
got me an apple with a worm, and the
And
worm
that's what-
was in my apple.
That's what I'm saying. From the outside looking in, y'all gotta explain this to me. Cause see, I went to school in Savannah at Savannah Beauty Barbers, right off of with Mr. Hudson, off of Waters Avenue.
Oh man, I gotta go see them.
You know, so I went to school right there, you know, and from there, I saw Van 10 years ago. I saw him everywhere. I was like, oh, this brother, he gonna be the mayor one day. He was just alderman there. I was like, he gonna be, because he was always on the news. He was always on the in the spotlight, in front of the camera.
And guess what he was doing then? He was crying. He was crying and advocating then.
Exactly.
But now when you get the job to make the changes that you were crying and advocating about, you won't do it because you know that they're patting you on the back now.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
patting
they
in
give you a pat
pockets.
on the back.
No, they
Yeah.
patting in
Your
pockets.
now.
Yeah.
You know, so you know not to.
And Julius, what happened to my leaf that he's supposed to put in the table? He must be cooked barbecue with it or something, because I don't see it. It's gone. I don't even see the leaf in the table.
Yeah.
I know one doggone thing though. Todd Rhodes,
Yeah,
that boy got 10 kids in Savannah.
good people. He's a good guy.
You
Good
gonna
guy.
hear that name again. You
I
gonna
like
hear a
him.
lot. That
I
he
like
got to be vested in the city with 10 kids and all.
Well,
and he got way more because he got all the kids he was coaching and all that other stuff.
Yeah, and the parents. And,
Right.
and the thing that's important about that, Sean, is you got people, and I'm going to talk about the Four Horsemen. You got Mike McCann out in the six, who is doing youth development, who's involved with the church. You got Rashida, who's doing events and things like that, and bringing that breath and outreach. You got Todd doing the youth thing and the family thing. You got me doing the education and empowerment and reaching out to the community thing. You have a very strong reach with the Four. And that's what you do not have right now.
Robert, you know, you should think about, Robert, you know, you should run for the 5th district because I like your passion, I like your drive, I like your attitude. I want you to tell me what the people can do. Y'all send this guy some money in the field.
Please do.
I like
Please
his
send it.
style.
That's
Because
it.
he's telling nothing but the truth. He got an opponent over there, must have been sleeping on the job because he been working at night, the night shift. I
You
saw
ain't
him
lying.
outfit one day.
You ain't lying. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Sometimes I had a friend of mine come over and we're gonna go to the gym. I said, no, come on. I said, you feel like having me pass out flyers? I said, let's go to Seven Terrence. Sometimes I just do that. A lot of people think I'm crazy, but I tell you, when the spirit lead me, it lead me. And
You
so,
have to be a little crazy
man, I'm glad I went over there.
because people got to hear your message, brother.
Yeah.
I'm telling people, this man going to make a difference for the 5th. And now when he get through, you won't be drinking the 5th. You'll be putting it away. Because you
That's
don't
right.
need it that no more.
I'm telling you, and man, no,
You
but
won't be drinking the 5th no more.
I
You'll be
can't-
putting it away.
we're gonna make that a new T-shirt. That's gonna be a new T-shirt.
Y'all
The
don't
new
forget,
5th.
Charlie's church was pressed by One Price Cleaners in Garden City.
I
I
saw
thought
that.
I had that
The flyer, what the thing?
that flyer up. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened to it, but I had it. one price cleaners flyer. And
Julius, I need to model the shirt. Just look at the collar. Look at the collar. Look at the finer detail. Look at the crease in the arms.
Hey, look, I told my daughters, okay now, I heard one price cleaners is better than y'all. They're gonna take y'all money.
No,
so,
they do all dry cleaning for, I think it's $5.99, right? $5.99.
I don't know what happened to it, but it got lost. And I can't find it. But I want everybody to know when I said that he was lining his pockets, this was an event for him right there. So don't tell me he wasn't. When I say what I say, I know what I'm talking about. So you can't tell me that I don't know what that I'm gonna be sued for saying something that I shouldn't say.
Send that to Sean so he could see that.
Yeah.
And don't y'all forget, we got in Port Wentworth, we got the Juneteenth event coming up. In June, on June 19th. That's a Monday, right behind City Hall on the big field behind City Hall. It's gonna be a great event. Don't y'all forget about this event. It's free to the public. Come on out. We're gonna have everything out there, arts and crafts. It's a family reunion because Juneteenth, and y'all know what it represents.
Exactly.
It's Freedom Day.
Exactly.
And, June 10th, 9 days before Juneteenth, we're gonna have the All Black Affair. Y'all come out to the All Black Affair at the Haley Shrine Temple on Eisenhower. Don't forget, get your ticket early. This is gonna be a great event.
Can we get the set of tickets to give out to some of the viewing audience?
That's a good idea. Let's get us a couple of tickets, and then we're gonna give out 3 tickets over the next couple of weeks. We'll give out 3 tickets to that.
I'll make a proposal, Julius. I'll make a proposal. Sean Brown paid for it too. Okay.
Yes,
that's a great proposal. I second that, Charlie.
Wow.
I second that.
Right. Sean, thank you for doing that. So you're gonna sponsor a set of tickets.
Hey,
that is very community minded. I appreciate you, my brother.
Hey, I'm gonna start at church. I'm coming to church. Where your church at, Mr. Brown? I'm coming there.
This church is in his truck.
Right. The communion, the wine, the pews. We in line. Look, Sean, Julius, I got in the truck one day. I said, I didn't know you had your own Walgreens.
Hey, his church off of Chatham Parkway over there, but he's in his truck right now. He's moving to a bigger building later on. I am the deacon of finance. So if anybody want to give a contribution or tithe to the Church of Charlie, y'all just send it to me because I'm this deacon of finance, y'all. Make sure y'all.
Julius,
your church gonna have to do
I want you to turn in that $300 from last Sunday you hadn't turned in yet. I don't know.
I gotta go make a deposit. I'm gonna make a deposit on Monday.
Hello?
Okay, let's get down to last subject. And we got a whole lot to talk about with these elections over the next couple of months. And we'll be bringing those candidates, Rashida Edwards, Todd Rhodes, Mike McCann. Y'all see Robert Bryant right here every day. And then Alicia, Keisha, and Bernetta for those respective positions. And we'll see who's going to run against Dietrich and Nick Palumbo. Also, I'm sure that they will have somebody, but we'll be bringing all these candidates on real soon, so y'all can ask some questions, and we can get. I'm sure that Better Savannah will be having debates and roundtables where we will try to participate in with them. Yeah. We'll send Robert over there with, so that we can try to have a collaborative event. Maybe we can hold it where they had that last event over there on Victor Drive. But we hope to get these candidates in front of people so we can start showing the people their vision for the city, so we can make some positive change and move this city forward, so that not just part of the community can benefit, all of it can.
Yeah. And if I could add after that, I think the constituents more than the fifth need to hear this. the sitting alder person that I think really I enjoy watching and has some of the best ideas and the experience. And I think, you always have that person you look to. And for me, that's going to be Bernetta. I think Bernetta does a darn good job. She has a really good perspective of this asset-based community development. She's done community development. And she, the first district is the cousin to the fifth district. And so I just really think that she's doing some phenomenal work that people don't get to see. I've been in spaces with her already, and she's just really, really smart and really, really has her finger to the pulse of this stuff.
Okay.
And Charlie Sampson says something pretty, not pretty good, but he says something excellent. The Spirit will lead you to vote for the right people.
Amen.
Because if we're going to turn things around this city, we need the right kind of people. Charlie Sampson, thank you for letting us say, let the Spirit lead you. Thank you so much, my brother.
And take 5 people to the polls with you. Don't be scared. Everybody out there listening, we're going to air this again all over. We play it 3 or 4 more times during the week. Take 3 or 4 people to the polls with you. Start getting them right now. Make sure your nieces and nephews, if they turn 18, that they're ready to vote. This is going to be the election that will change the course of this city, so that we can slow down of the overtaking of it, and so we can make the playing fields level again. Yeah. Our last subject tonight is the country becoming unhinged. You got this bank employee went in there and shot up 11 people, 5 dead, some in critical condition. He shot everybody, the police, everybody. And the bad thing about it, if you look in the left hand corner right here, the left hand corner, bottom left on this picture, that's him. He videotaped all of it. He was live streaming it to Facebook and to everywhere else. And you got some sick people when you're you already know you're going in to kill innocent people. And I mean, I guess they're innocent. To him, they're probably guilty, but he was killing people at random. You just don't shoot 11 people. All 11 of them people didn't do something to you. But he was an employee at the bank, right, Charlie? And he shot and killed those people. I don't know whether somebody said that they were about to fire him or gave his notice or something, and he done told
he probably knew he was about to be fired.
Yeah,
he said he knew he was about to be fired.
Well, here's the thing: there was a young lady a couple of weeks ago that shot and killed her husband on live. But here's the issue from my perspective. Everybody has issues going on that takes a toll on your mental health. And I often share my own story. Hell, I had both parents here in diapers. I got one I see every day with Alzheimer's. I got a brother incarcerated. I got family issues. I got my own issues. So what does that mean? We've got to address and take seriously mental health. And even with myself, sometimes you got to find a therapist. Yes, I had a meltdown. You just, life happens. But we've got to really take a hard look in this country at mental health as equally as we do physical health. Because what's happening, people are not stopping and go seeking resources. They're just reacting. And that is a dangerous place to be, because at any given moment, any of us can be in a store or a church and get killed. And that's just not a good thing.
That's correct.
Robert, I'm Julius and Sean. I want to thank you guys tonight for allowing me to be on and share some of my opinion and views. The Browns going to have to leave a little bit early tonight. And it's not because we're concerned about our deposit in the bank, because most of the people who we do banking with, they seem to be okay. But we got to go and handle some personal business tonight. So I want to say good night to the viewing audience. I just want to thank you for coming in, letting us come into your homes. Again, these are our opinions and views, but again, you make the show work by sharing it and looking at it. Julia, you do a wonderful job. Sean, thank you so much for input. You need some vitamin to grow. I didn't know you was 5'5". Robert, you definitely gonna need to be elected. Your voice need to be heard, not only in the 5th district, all around the city. And if I can do anything to help promote it, I will. Again, Thank you so much. This is my lovely wife, Charlena. We love each other. We got to go handle some personal stuff now.
Y'all drive
You
safe.
think I'm just handsome? Thank you.
Yeah.
You can,
Yeah, I see the way she's looking at you like, what was I thinking
Right.
of?
Y'all drive safe.
Good night, y'all. We got about 5 more minutes, y'all. So we're gonna kill it with the last few minutes. Don't forget One Price Cleaners in Garden City. Go by there and get your shirts pressed, get your pants done, get your suits did. They are awesome. It's black owned and right at the farmers market. Right to the right of the farmers market. Turn in that farmers market in Garden City off of Highway 80, and right on your right you'll see a little shopping plaza. One Price Cleaners. Go by there and see Shannon and his family. They run a great cleaners over there. Don't forget, like I said, we got Juneteenth coming up in Port Wentworth. This is at Port Wentworth City Hall, June 19th, in the field behind City Hall. Don't forget. It'll be a great celebration. Y'all come out. We're going to have an awesome time. If you're a vendor and you want to get on, please contact the number on here, Ms. Teresa Lake at 912-665-9105, and get your vendor permits so that you can be a vendor out there. We're going to have an awesome time. And don't forget the Black Affair, the All Black Affair. I think Our Black Media has a table there. The All Black Affair. I believe we got a table there, so all y'all need to be there. Sean, Robert, all y'all. We got a table at a bunch of our show hosts will be at the All Black Affair at the Ailey Temple on the 10th of June. So don't y'all forget that either. It's a lot of stuff going on, and we're going to have a grand time. And don't forget the April issue of the Port City Review and Hello Savannah will be out Friday. The April edition will be out Friday the 14th. Friday the 14th, you will have that edition. If you might get it soon on the 13th, it's in review editing now. So y'all should have it tomorrow. You might have it tomorrow, but I'm saying Friday. But anyway, anybody got any last words before we go?
Mr. Sean, you get the pleasure.
Savannah, I saw a lot this weekend. I mean, not this weekend, yesterday. I went to Blick's. I love Blick's, but they're very expensive. They're for the SCAD students. I'm a artist. I love my art supplies and stuff I don't like going online to find art supplies because you can't. But right there at Blick's, you can tell that is the future of Savannah in that little area. And in that little area, oh my gosh, all you see is students. All you know is students. And Savannah will soon be SCAD campus. If y'all don't stop them down.
That means they got to do what? Get out and vote.
Get out and vote.
Get out and vote.
And you can register to vote this Saturday. You come out, join us at Hitch Park, which is right behind Fowler Park. That Church's Chicken on Fowler Park on Montgomery. You go behind it, that's the park. And we will register you to vote. We'll have CJ Smith with the People's Agenda to register you to vote. And we gotta be serious. So when we register to vote, you take that and then you go vote. So all the churches and all the nonprofits, let's get these vans out here and let's get these people to the polls in November.
That's correct. And don't forget, if you want a copy of the magazine, Ivan Cohen asks, how can you get it? I'll have all the information. It's over there, but we are about to go. So Ivan, if you just text me your email, I'll make sure you get the first copy of it. And then hard copies, we're going to start with the hard copy edition probably in May or June. I think it's $8.99 per copy. You can get a subscription to it. We're working on all those things also. Don't forget that we're going to Jacksonville and Atlanta with this magazine also.
Is it Charleston too?
Here in Savannah with Hello Savannah, in Fort Worth with the Port City Review. We're coming to Jacksonville and Atlanta with Hello Jacksonville and Hello Atlanta. So y'all get ready.
Hello Midway. Hello Charleston. Can we get a hello Midway? Hello Charleston.
Well, we can do a Liberty County Lounge.
All you gotta do is tag all your friends. They'll all know that where that. When you get on this show, sit down 1 second, tag all your friends. Everybody will know where you at. And all they got to do, all your friends in Charleston, all your friends in Midway, all your friends in Savannah.
I'm saying, let's branch that magazine. Let's get that magazine.
Listen, hey.
Oh, the magazine. We can go to Charleston. All I got to do is know the people in Charleston that's going to help with all the information and the sponsors and stuff in the Charleston area. We'll work on it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
All right. Good night, people. And we will see y'all probably Saturday. I don't know whether we're doing the Watchdogs. No, we're going to do Watchdogs from your event.
Yeah, well, the event started too, so we can do a show. We need to bring Mr. Sean in on that. He sounds like he might be a good one. That's what we have our investigative reporting, Mr. Sean. So,
in the Watchdogs?
On Saturday, the Watchdogs. We need a third co-host.
Okay. All right, let me know.
All right, there it is.
All right.
So all right, well, we'll see y'all.
Love y'all. Share. Thank you for watching, everybody. And don't forget, Port City Review and Hello Savannah will be out before Friday. Look for it. If you don't have it in your email, it's probably in your spam or something. But send me your email. I'll put you on another list because we send it out to over 50,000 people in Chatham County. So make sure that you send me your email, and we're gonna get better with it and get everything where I have somebody who's giving y'all all the information that you need. And I'm going to get the editor and the assistant editor on, and they'll be able to tell y'all everything about both magazines. We highlight people in our community who are doing great things, people who you don't know about, people who you rarely see, people who don't get the accolades that they need to get. So this is what we're all about with the information for our community all the time, every day. So tune in, and don't forget, we'll be back on the air on Facebook on the 22nd. That's next Saturday, not this Saturday coming, but the following Saturday. We'll be back live with all our shows. Some shows are on vacation right now. Some of us are still doing it off of YouTube like this show, and we're sharing it to Facebook because Facebook still has us in jail for doing something that we didn't do. Somebody hacked our page and went in our page and did some crazy stuff. But anyway, we love you. Share, and we'll see you later. Good night.
Good night, y'all.
I like that.